What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Virzi Effect podcast show. My name is Paul Virzi. You guys are listening to episode 485. We are just 15 episodes away from 500 on the Virzi Effect. But for the past year now, we've been doing this on YouTube with video. And I am flying solo today, guys. All right. I've had some amazing guests on. Last week was Louis J. Gomez. The week before that, we had an amazing episode with Adam Ferrara. So, I like to throw in the guests now that we're doing this on video, but I know some of you guys like when I fly solo. So I am flying solo today and a lot of shit to talk about. Please subscribe to the Virzi Effect podcast. Thank you guys so much. Please rate and review the Virzi Effect podcast. It's doing really, really good and growing since it's been on video. Some people thought that I stopped doing it because I did it on audio for so long. But please subscribe. Get it anywhere you could get podcasts, iTunes, Spotify. You could also go to my new Patreon, guys, Gun to Our Heads, where me and some of the funniest people on the planet argue funny things. Today, I had the hilarious Kevin Ryan from the Are You Garbage podcast. We argued beer versus liquor, and your boy here took liquor. And it's just a funny podcast, $5, no tears. And of course, subscribe to the brand new podcast with myself and Bill Burr, Anything Better. It's a comedy sports podcast. Subscribe to all of those things. And thank you for going to the YouTube channel and subscribing to my personal YouTube channel as well. All right. A lot of shit to talk about today. I am flying solo. We're going to get an unacceptable. We're going to go into some shit that I saw. I'm a little disturbed today. Well, I'll go into that. I'm a little disturbed today because I saw a Komodo dragon. Now, I heard awful things about Komodo dragon. I heard that they bite you and their poison like paralyzes you, and then they'll start eating you while you're alive, which is fucking off. That's a bad start anyway. But I just saw a Komodo dragon swallow a fucking monkey. And I'm not kidding. Like when I tell you it swallowed a monkey, like it started with its head, got over the shoulders, got over the torso, and you just see a monkey's legs and tail hanging out of this Komodo dragon's mouth. And it just casually fucking took it all down. And I'm not going to lie, it made me question life a little bit. It made me realize how ridiculously awful and cruel life can be. And like, I'm thinking about the monkey's friends. I'm thinking about what the monkey's friend, because you know that there was a monkey in a tree watching it. Like a monkey doesn't just get swallowed up and like other monkeys aren't fucking known. Like they probably ran and shit for their lives, literally. But there's also going to be looking like, dude, they go back to their friends and going like, dude, what's his name got fucking swallowed whole. Like, that's just the worst possible scenario to lose your life. Whether you're a monkey or whatever, that just seems to be a little bit crazy to me. And the fact that it's like a common thing and Komodo dragons are that fucking gangster. I used to like watching, oh, look how the predator gets the prey. I'm good, man. I don't need to see that shit anymore because it's how nature works. And I get that. But to see the weaker prey just accept and go down, and then it fucking is nuts. Maybe I'm getting softer in my old age, but just watching the thing fucking laying there and then just whatever it does and just going down, I'm good. I don't want to fucking see it. I'm not, but I mean, this thing had a monkey's legs and tail, just like, when you're eating spaghetti and you, and you got the little spaghetti, like that was a fucking second half of a monkey that this thing ate. So I'm in a weird place right now. I didn't have coffee and I just saw a Komodo dragon take down a fucking monkey. So that's how I'm starting this thing off. And it kind of freaked me out. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to try to put that vision out of, because that's a thing. It's a visual, you know, you lay in bed and you think about it. And I'm just, you know, I'm thinking about the monkey's parents. It's, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm a pussy. I don't know, but it screwed me up. Okay, let's get into my unacceptable for the week, guys. If you're new to the Virzi effect, I'll throw an unacceptable when I roll solo, which is something that just drives me nuts. If you've been on board with the Virzi effect for all of these years, you get how it's going. This is what I do, and I want to thank all of the new subscribers to the Virzi effect, people that have jumped on, people that did not know me, people that were, you know, just recently saw me at a comedy show and were like, I never heard of you, I saw you, people that listen to our new podcast, Anything Better, with me and Bill Burr, people that have just come across me on YouTube and online from clips and stuff. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Virzi Effect podcast. Been doing this podcast for a very long time. This is my baby. This was the original. And guys, I'm sticking with only 3 now. Okay, I'm doing the Virzi effect. I'm doing Anything Better, and I'm gonna do the Gun to Our Heads on Patreon. That's it. I'm not doing any more. I can't do it anymore. Yo, you want to jump on my fucking hairbrush podcast? We talk about hairbrushes, and then we'll compare combs. I'll bring a hairbrush specialist on. It's all about. It's like I can't fucking do it anymore. But let me get into my unacceptable for the week. So some of you guys know I do Instagram lives a lot. I come on Instagram and I'll just talk about a live. Now, the Patrice O'Neal benefit, Killing is Easy. I mean, benefit documentary, Killing is Easy, came on Comedy Central recently. It did very, very well. And I had just told a story on my Instagram live last night about it. And of course, some dickhead comes on and is like, why are you sitting like that at that angle? It makes you look like you're like 4'11", like in the middle of a thing. And the best part was the people listening went at the guy going like, we're listening to this story. Like, what the fuck are you doing? How unacceptable is that? Like, that's how fucking dumb people are, that people will watch something and be like, yeah, okay, good story, but like, why are your sneakers in the background? It's really fucking like distracting. It makes it look like, did you play basketball? Or and it's going like, you drunk fucking nobody. Can you just shut the fuck up? Unacceptable. And shout out to all the people that called that asshole out on that. Here's the unacceptable. People that like try to be funny. Okay. Your audience members. You play your part and we'll play ours. You're nothing but audience members. All right. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but play your part well, because I'll play my fucking part well. Okay. Nobody thinks you're funny. Nobody's going to go, wow, Scotty 1234 at fucking Yahoo, whatever the fuck was really clever. That's what I'm going to take from this great story. Nobody fucking cares, Scott. Nobody cares about your fucking dumb little joke. Do you feel good about yourself? Do you feel good when you're on your 6th beer on a Monday or a Tuesday night and you jumped on a comedian's fucking whatever stream and you said your couple of things and you go to bed the fucking nobody that you really are? Does that make you feel good, you fucking dope? Fucking asshole. Unacceptable. All of these people that try to like be a part of something. All right. It's the same people that like talk and laugh in a movie theater and they say what they would do in the middle of the movie and all of these things, these just narcissistic, fucking attention seeking fucking nobodies. You know, and I'm going to be honest, I probably shouldn't say this, but you know what? I'm going to say it. I don't give a fuck. I love just made me think of something. I love being in show business. And yes, there is a part of me that obviously for some reason, no matter what happened to me when I was younger, maybe telling stories and making people laugh and making people like me gave me attention, for my talent, and I've taken that on. And when I do that with comedy, yes, there's an attention thing there, probably things that happened growing up, with my parents getting divorced, and all comedians and all people have some issues and damage. But I will tell you, some people in show business, some fucking comedians, and the attention craving that is gone on, the insecurity and attention craving from some people is so fucking gross. I don't even know where to begin. All right. There's a couple fucking, and I'm not going to name any names or anything, but it's just, you see things and it's just like, go to therapy. What the fuck? Listen, I have my shit too. But the narcissism and the absolute fucking, like, just self-indulged, like, what's the fucking word I'm looking? Self-involved people, and that's all the shit that we see with people. There's nothing worse than somebody so self-involved that they don't even see what the fuck they do. They don't even see what they do. Okay. Like, there's been things that I've seen in this business. I'll tell you guys a story. Fuck it. This is the Virzi effect. I'll be honest, on my podcast. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you tell people about it. I hope you subscribe. But I can't mention names, but I'll just tell you, like, this is why I hold my circle very close. This is why I don't get involved in any kind of fucking drama or, like, people, I guess, know me as in comedy as, like, yeah, I'm a little bit of a fucking lone wolf. I have a few fucking tight friends that I love, like 5 people that, like, I want around my fucking kids. I'm cool with everybody, but I'm not one of these people that are just fucking hanging out. And, somebody asked me today, they were like, why don't you come to this spot tonight? It's no money, but it's a hang. It's like, I'm not trying to fucking hang. I got fucking kids. But I'll tell you guys a story. I'll tell you guys a fucking story. When I did my special, I'll Say This, which is streaming right now on Comedy Central, broke some records, not gonna lie. When I did that, Pete Davidson, who you guys know from Saturday Night Live, the king of Staten Island, you guys know he's a dear friend of mine. Pete also has been on the Virzi effect. I'm sure he'll be on the Virzi effect again. Okay. Pete executive produced. Pete is the reason why I got the special. Okay. Or Pete was the first one to help me get the special. A lot of people think, since it was All Things Comedy and Bill Burr Presents, that happened later. Pete Davidson wanted to executive produce my special, and we were about to do it, and then it fell through last minute, and I walked away because some fucking snake lied to me, and we walked away from it. And that's when All Things Comedy came on. Not a lot of people know that, but and Pete's going to be directing my new special because we were going to do that the first time. It's a whole long story. Anyway, me and Pete Davidson are close. We've been close before Pete got on Saturday Night Live. We've been friends. He's done the Virzi effect when he was like 18 years old. And recently you could see it on YouTube, right? So Pete executive produced it. And the night of my shooting, which was in August, a couple years back, the next day, okay, this is how fucking gross people can be. All right. The next day, a comedian reaches out to me. Now, I'm not going to mention any fucking names, but I'm going to just tell you. They reach out to me and they did not say, hey, congratulations. How did last night go? Biggest night of your career. Oh my God. How do you give me nothing? Said, hey, man, I was just wondering if you could ask Pete, Pete Davidson, if he'll do my podcast. That's who the fuck, like, that's how gross some of this shit is. All right. Now, listen, I know we are in like a fraternity. That's why I would never say names. You keep your mouth shut, but there is some gross shit that I just can't get on fucking board with. So instead of calling people out, I'll fucking vent. And listen, it's show business. I get that people are trying to fucking, but like, have some fucking tact. Have some fucking tact. there's some things, that I've seen that are just, really like, and the crazy thing is they don't even realize it. They don't even fucking realize like the narcissist, like you don't even fucking realize, like, do you understand that? Like I did a special last night that's going to be televised and kind of change, help change my career. And you're supposed to be a friend or somebody and just reaching out, hey man, can you just like, no. So yeah, I'm like, and the older I get, I see that, and I'm trying so hard to not do that. I'm trying so hard to not be that fucking dude. It's so first of all, I would never do that because I was raised right. And I would never first of all, I would never call somebody up and go, hey, can you get your friend on my podcast? I wouldn't do that. But if I did want a guest on my podcast and a friend of mine had access to that person and their fucking special was the night before and I called them and didn't say anything, I mean, that's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous, man. So, yeah, I don't know how we got into that, but I'm just not, that's not where I'm not good with shit like that. I kind of keep it a little, but I don't know where the fuck I was going. I was saying something with that. And then I'm just kind of thinking like, where the fuck was I going with that? I know I was just talking about the narcissism and, the unacceptable shit, but, this is what I wanted to say. I'm really tired of like people's moods. I've realized this, and I'm sure you guys will too. That person in your life that like their mood dictates how when you guys hang out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's a person that you may love and hang out with, and it could be a friend or it could be a family member. But if they're in a bad mood, then the hang is going to be different and change because, we'll see what mood they're like. I realized something. Moody people, whether it's friends or family, is fucking selfish. Because you know what moody people do? Moody people are going, they want you to be, they're in a bad mood. So we'll see how this totally ruining your time. Not seeing how selfish is that? How selfish is it that somebody could have somebody could be having a bad day. And instead of going, hey man, I don't want to hang. I'm just having a bad day. I don't want to put it on you. And giving you the option to be like, no, let's talk about it. Oh man, no worries, man. Feel better when you're free, head is clear, man, we'll go hang out. But instead they'll just sit there, make everybody around them walk on eggshells. And then here's what really kills me. What they do is when you call it out, like, hey man, I don't feel like dealing with this right now. Like, they're the, wow, I can't even have a feeling with you. I can't even, and then they're the victim and you're the asshole. Fuck those people. Fuck anybody listen to me right now. Fuck anybody in your life, okay, that acts like an asshole, says inappropriate shit, okay, has no boundaries, okay, and thinks that they can say it because they're going through whatever the fuck damage they're going through. And then when you call them out, they go, wow, I can't even say anything around you. Fuck you. That's bullshit. Don't play the victim because you're an asshole. Okay? Don't do that. Okay? Because I'm not going to put my day on you. I'm going to be fine and happy and everything's going to be good. And if I don't feel like that, I'm either going to be like, a little more quiet or I just won't hang out. But I'm not going to bring my shit onto you because I'm fucking damaged. Fuck those people that do that. And I'm serious about that. Damaged people, okay? Yes, maybe they need help. Maybe they need therapy. Oh, they don't know. Fuck that. They know. People know what they're doing. All right. I know a lot of people that go to therapy, need therapy. And you know what? Some of them are moody assholes to be around and their fucking mood dictates what's going on. Okay. And then some people just like me and other people who fucking understand how to behave like an adult, just deal with them themselves, keep it quiet, or they fucking just don't hang out. But don't put that shit on other people. That's the shit that is the most. And look how selfish that is. How fucking selfish is that? Think about that. Oh, I'm having a bad day. Oh, okay, really? So my beer is going to suck now? This fucking beer experience and cigar experience, whatever, that's going to suck now because some shit happened to you? Life is too short for that, man. Fuck you. Figure your shit out. Oh, I'm on fire today. Now I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. It's like, fuck you, man. That's the thing. And I was talking to my wife, and my wife and I, she's like, what's going, like, why are you all of a sudden, I was talking to a friend and they were joking because they know that I wear Jordans a lot. And they go, wow, Paulie's really put his Jordan 1 down. Like when they say you put your foot down. I'm done. I don't have time for it anymore. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with people's damage, people's childhood, people's mood, people's insecurities coming on to me. I've seen too many horrible things of people dying young. I've seen too many things of people being depressed. I've seen too many people been stressed out and having anxiety because of other fucking people. It's like, let them figure it out or get them the fuck out of your life, whether they're in your family or not. Fuck them. That's it. That's the message of today's thing. Okay. Rid yourself of any kind of grief, okay, burden and bullshit because somebody in your life does not know how to behave, or somebody in your life is so selfish, okay, that they're going to put their shit on you and God forbid you say something and then they're the victim. They'll even turn it around. If word got out that you and that person didn't speak or hang out, you know what they would say? Oh yeah, you can't even say anything. There, he's really no. Don't do that. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm fucking done. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done meeting people and having fake shit happen. You don't think that shit's happened when I went to LA? Oh, I'm not going to mention names, but I'll say some shit. Oh, you guys are catching me on one. Go out to LA, meet these people. Hey man, yeah, man, what are you going to tell us? Let's talk. I'm real, dude. I'm real. They know who they are. There's probably some comedians that are going to listen to this shit. They know who they fuck are. And if it's you, it's you. I don't care. Yeah, but it's not just comics. I mean, a lot of it is because that's why I associate with. But it's people. It's either people be around you to fucking so they could get some shit, or you go, hey man, no, we hang out, man. Yo, no, but give me your number. No, we're gonna hang. When you say that shit to me, I'm like, all right, cool, man. Like maybe I'll hang out with this dude because I wouldn't give you my number if I didn't want to give you my number or whatever. And it's just this like fake fucking, oh, you were doing that shit because you were being some insecure bullshit and fake. Okay, yeah, well, I don't need to fuck with you then. So that's and I got to tell you something, guys, in all seriousness, it feels so good to just be around, take care of, and love the people that you love, that love you, and that makes sense. Okay. If you take anything from episode 485, just do things and be around people and make sure that your environment makes sense. Okay. And I know some of you are listening to this right now going, yeah, man, I got this friend and like, they've been like a family friend forever. And I always dread it. Fuck them. Either cut them out, or what you have to do is you have to sit down with that person, he or she, and say, look, your shit and your baggage has been a burden and an anxiety to me for so long now that I'm done. So you're either going to take that shit and bring it somewhere else, okay? Or we're just not going to hang anymore. That's just what it's going to come down to. You could bring your bullshit onto somebody else and let them lift that fucking luggage on their back, okay, in a friendship. But it ain't going to be me. I like to tell, I'm going to start telling people. I'll be like, yeah, man, I don't care no more. It just has to stop, or tell a friend, be like, look, man, you're negative. You're just too negative. So that's not a good thing for me. And I just don't like it. So if you could not be that way, great. But if you're going to be that way, I just can't fuck with the negativity. Just start saying shit. Another thing I'm going to do too, I'm going to start saying, and I don't want anybody listening to this go, wow, is Paul going through something? No. I'm actually clearer than I've ever been. But I'm actually starting to say shit like at supermarkets. When somebody's rude at a supermarket or somebody does something, I'll be like, that's really disrespectful. Like, who does that? I don't give a fuck anymore. Just because I'm going to sleep at night and I want that asshole to go to bed knowing that what they did, they got called out on. There is nothing better than calling somebody out on their shit. They can't handle it, and it's fucking great. Guys, I don't know why I'm ranting like this, but I got to be honest, it feels good. I haven't been to therapy. I wanted to go to therapy. You guys are my therapy. This camera and the Virzi Effect listeners are my therapy this week. You know, I'm not going to, I know a lot of people right now, I know a big thing right now on podcasts, and everybody's asking me what I think about cancel culture and all that. Look, here's what I think about it. I think that if you are that despicable in your life and you're that unsuccessful and you're that much of a loser, that what you want to do is go through somebody's old Twitter and do all that, and hopefully they lose their job because of it, you're just the worst human being, and it's gross. You know, it's just somebody who has a platform now and a keyboard, and they're hidden and they're safe and they could say whatever. You know, look, if you say, there are some people that should be canceled, period. You know, if you sexually assaulted somebody, if you were accused by multiple people and then proven that you've harassed people, you should lose your fucking job. Of course, like anybody that says, somebody that harasses and abuses and assaults somebody and is verbally or physically abusive, fuck them, they should go. But what sucks is when innocent people get tied into that. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, they did something, we'll cancel them too. It's like, no. Each thing is individual, and it's really fucking sickening that people want to do that. And if you notice, it's a lot of people who are just untalented and things didn't work out for them that are doing it. What kind of life do you have, and how successful and happy are you being in your life when your whole thing is digging through somebody's Twitter because you just saw that they got on a fucking NBC sitcom? So now you're going to find out if they said something inappropriate 8 to 10 years ago. And then you're going to go hit up the CEO of CBS or NBC and go, oh, look, glad you hired this guy. Why don't you ask the people that hate him? It's like that existence to me is so fucking ridiculous. And that is the problem with the internet, as far as I'm concerned. You know, now, if you're a fucking piece of shit that really hurts people and does something and does some bad thing, you should be off for 100%. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, man, like the whole cancel thing, it's just, it's gone from, you know, innocent until proven guilty to, oh, did you hear that accusation? Yeah, they're done, which is sickening. You know, think about this for a second. Do you know how many people with all the murder shows that I'm watching? Guys, I'm watching murder on a disturbing level right now, as far as the shows that I watch. I do it in my act where, you know, I've talked about it before on here. But do you know that in all of these murder shows and all of these like innocence projects, the amount of people that have been convicted 30 years, 20 years, and they're innocent? Think about that for a second. The number of people on death row that are innocent is a lot more than you would think. There are innocent people in maximum security prisons that did not do it. Wrong person, did not do it. So if that's the case, imagine how many people are getting shit online by haters and they didn't do it. That's what's really fucked up. You know, things that get taken out of context, things that could have just been like, oh, you didn't know, somebody just said, oh, I heard that this happened over here. Not even talking to either party about really what happened, you know. So that's where I'm at with it. I just think the whole thing is, I think it's really unfair. I think it's really, I think it should be definitely taken by a case by case thing. But I don't think there should be witch hunts and people out there stalking people's pages and because somebody's trying to do something good. Like, but you know, but you also, I will say this, the flip side to it is you really can't be an asshole. Like if you go on there and you're saying like brutally hurtful things and you're being verbally abusive and you do things like that, and then somebody comes after you, you kind of got to fucking take the heat for that. I always do think though, I think that in most cases, not all, because there are some sad cases but in most cases, a lot of people get what they deserve. But then unfortunately, some people get caught up in that web and in that net, and they do too. And then that's where I don't like it. So I'm never going to talk about that shit again. I'm done with it. Like, I'll talk about a little bit in the new hour, but I'm just, I just, like I said, man, I keep my circle small. I mind my fucking business, raising my kids and just doing what I love to do, which is stand-up comedy. And now these podcasts and just, entertaining you guys and hopefully giving you guys some joy. I want to thank some of you guys, man, who've reached out to me recently. There's been a lot of people who reached out to me, saying that I just really, stuff with the podcast has really helped them through dark times because of the dark time that I went through and the depression. And I can't get back to everybody, but I do get your letters. I get your, your DMs and all that. And I appreciate it. I really means a lot that my stupid ass just talking and ranting and raving could give you some sort of joy when you're at a time where that's not, going on. And somebody recently from across the world just reached out to me and told me something that was really, really heavy. And the fact that a podcast makes them feel good and gets them through it is amazing, man. Like, and that's why the whole point of this is like, life's too short, man, and you got to just enjoy. So those people around, it's not okay anymore. That's what you need to like say to yourself. It's just not okay anymore. When I listen to some of the things that people write me and they're like, dude, I was listening to the Virzi Effect or, any of the podcasts that I was on, whether it's a friend's or my own. And they're like, man, you got me through such a hard time. One guy in Atlanta told me I saved his life. So like a podcast literally saved, like I was going through such, you saved my life. You don't know what you did for me. And I'm like, really? I was talking about Komodo dragons swallowing monkeys and shit. And it's like, no, man, like, so I really can't thank you guys enough. And, we're going to continue to do this. I'm really excited. I'm going to make, I hopefully, knock on wood, but I think I got a really, really big guest coming on for episode 500. It should be really, really special. Also, guys, I found out yesterday that I have a deal for my new special, but now there could be another deal or another option, perhaps. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is see, and there's going to be an announcement, but no matter what, I will be shooting my next special in 2021. And I'm really, really excited about it. The new tour. I'm super, super excited about the new tour. I got so many more dates. Guys, I'm going to be in 3 weeks. I'm going to be in Florida, March 24th, Orlando Improv. March 25th, I'll be at the West Palm Beach Improv. Okay. I just got added Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Bricktown Comedy Club, April 1 through 3. I will be in Austin, Texas in June. I will be in Salt Lake City in June. In May, I'm going to be at Side Splitters in Tampa, Florida. I will be at the Wilbur Theater, October 22nd, doing my first theater date. So a lot of cool, exciting stuff. And you can get all of those ticket links at paulvirzi.com. Okay. So you can get all of those links and you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. If there's a place that you guys want me to go, if there's a city that you want me to be in, reach out to them, reach out to me. I will try to make it happen. I'm sorry about the writing in with the unacceptables. Kind of stopped that for a while, only because of the structure of everything, man. Getting the Patreon, doing the sports podcast with my partner Bill Burr on that show, and then getting everything done. Shout out to the amazing Andrew Themeles, my producer. Okay, he's Greek, so that makes it better. And for everybody, I'll end the show with this. Okay, people, I got into it with people yesterday. on Twitter as a joke. And people were going, Paul, how come you only embrace your Sicilian side? You don't really talk enough about your Greek side. Your mother's 100% Greek. Your father's 100% Sicilian. You're 50-50, and you're always kind of shouting out and representing the Sicilian side. You guys have to understand, my father beat the Sicilian thing into our heads. They're better with, yeah, you're even more than half because I'm the father. Things that didn't make sense. But my father is just, I mean, my father is that guy, like just Sicilian, the best. My mother, on the other hand, my grandparents were, my grandmother was, so rest her soul, was so big into the Greek thing that it made my mother rebel. So my mother didn't really like throw the Greek on or lay it on as thick as my father did with the Sicilian. You know, oh, we're the best. Our food's the best. The fuck it, you know what I mean? It was just always like this, such pride. But I will tell you this, and I said to the people that went at me, I go, first of all, lamb is now a part of my life big time. Okay. I like lamb I love lamb. I love lamb and that shit in my eggs now. All right. I'm embracing Greek food more and more. I'm learning about my Greek heritage more and more. I wish my mom and grandmother didn't have that little thing with all the Greek, so I could have embraced it a little more. Okay. I speak a little Greek. I believe that means, do you understand what I'm saying to you? I believe that that's what that means in Greek. Ask somebody that's Greek and we can go with, you let me know if I said that right. But that's what it is. So sorry, Greeks. I don't mean to not represent. All right. Giannis Pappas, he says it's something that he can't handle. It drives him absolutely nuts. I love Greeks. Okay. Literally, and I'm not even trying to be funny here as the stereotype. Giannis and I were talking. We were sitting in a diner the other day, and we said how at peace our souls were in the diner. There is something about Greek, like when everyone's like, why do Greeks always have diners? There's something about being in there. Okay. I don't know if it's a Greek thing. I don't know if it's a Mediterranean thing, because my father's Sicilian. He loved diners. The older you get, I don't know if it's the older you get or if it's just, but when I sit in a diner, me and Giannis Pappas, you guys know Giannis Pappas. If you don't, check out and subscribe to his amazing new podcast, Yanni Long Days. Giannis and I went to a diner and we just sat there and we got eggs and a coffee, great talk. And I could have just sat there. There's something about being in a diner that makes you go like, all right, everything in life is okay. I could read the sports page. The coffee is endless. Okay. I think I'm going to throw a side of sausage with hold the home fries. One of the funniest things about it though, was when I think ordering food is funny. And I might put this into the new act, or like either the new special that I'm about to do, or maybe even the following one. But there's something funny about how people order food, because I did the thing where the guy came over and I was like, yeah, let me get scrambled eggs. And then I was like, how are your sausages? How do they come? Are they patties or links? The guy's like, links. Okay, cool. All right, instead of toast, can I get an English muffin? All right. And like, I kind of created my plate. And Giannis, when it went to Giannis just goes, yeah, let me get the Mexican omelet with well done this. And can I have bacon? Well done. And he just went down and knew. And we started laughing on how different it was, because I'm like piecing this plate together and he just went. And it's funny when somebody is really locked in on target and they just go, boom, this, that, thank you. You're either hungry or he knew exactly what he wanted. I find it funny how people like, order. And then you get the pain in the asses. Like, I don't want to say my wife, but my wife, I shouldn't say my wife's not a pain in the ass, but my wife will be like, are your cutlets thin? Okay. Can you do like, she's not a dick. She's very polite and nice, but she's picky. And my son gets the pickiness too. But back to the diners, man, I think the older I get, the Greek is coming in too. But listen, I think it's both hitting me harder because yesterday I was fucking, you know, looking at Fila online. I mean, I bought a pair of Fila sneakers online. I was looking at a Fila tracksuit. So it's just all coming. Just the Mediterranean is just coming out of me. It's going to be white leather seats in cars. It's going to be, you know, who knows? I'm probably going to end up getting another chain because it's not enough. It's just the Mediterranean kid is coming out. I'm a Mediterranean kid and it's coming out stronger. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please go to paulvirzi.com for all of my dates. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to the Virzi Effect. You'll get stand-up clips. You'll get more podcasts. I have amazing guests on the podcast. Go and subscribe to the Anything Better YouTube channel. That podcast is me and Bill Burr, comedy, sports, the whole thing. It's a hilarious podcast. People are really loving it. Subscribe to my Patreon. Go get dates. I will see you guys at a show. Big announcement with the new special coming. I love you guys. This has been TVE 485. Cut the bad people and the people in your life that don't make sense. Cut them out. Life is too short. Take care.